In today's video, I am not going to talk about doing taxi business in Nairobi, but I want to give a simple advice to anyone around here who would like to invest in creating a YouTube channel and making it a hobby, making it something that you enjoy doing, and at the same time, it brings fulfillment into your life. So in this video, we are going to discuss how you can make a hobby by becoming a YouTuber, and I will give you 3 strategies of content that you can create if you are planning to start a YouTube channel in 2025. This is my advice. Go for it. Do not hesitate. It is something worth starting. It is something that I have mentioned so many times that it will help you grow as an individual. So don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Get going. I said that I will give you 3 types of content that you can create depending on what you are looking for, depending on the time that you have, depending on the consistency that you can maintain throughout the year. The first type of content that you can upload according to YouTube, because as content creators, they push some content to us and we get opportunities to learn. The first type of content you can create, it is called hero type of content. And the hero type of content, that is content category 1. It is content that it is easy to create, content that you don't need time, you don't need resources, you don't need to research or investigate. You just need to have a camera in front of you and you'll have the content. Like for myself, I speak so much about taxi business. This is a business that I invested in since 2021. I started as a part-time driver, then of course my career path grew, and of course I found myself not driving so much, so I gave all my cars to drivers. So that is a content type that I can create without thinking. Anytime I have a person to take the camera and record me when I'm speaking, I don't need to research anything. You get my point, guys. You can start by that. Hero type of content is so easy to create. It can maintain consistency. It does not require time to prepare. Like for people who do cooking, you don't need to prepare content for high-end type of cooking. You can just shoot yourself, even cooking tea, cooking eggs, cooking cabbage, whatever you have in front of you. Shoot a video doing that. And YouTube advises content creators to focus on quantity before you consider quality if you are a beginner, because if you get obsessed towards quality, then you will get lost in between. Most of the time you will find that you need a lot of time to create that content which you will not have. So guys, go for hero type of content to start with. If your channel picks momentum and you find yourself with more time, you find yourself with more resources around you in terms of guys who can record you videos, guys who can help you in editing, you can go for the second category of content, which is called the help type of content. Help is a simple answer or collection of answers to things that people ask frequently. So those are like the do yourself guide, the reviews, for example, of certain gadgets or certain items. You can talk of training content in certain fields. Like that is an evergreen kind of content. If you optimize it well for search engine, you get my point. You put the right keywords in the title and description, your content will be evergreen because you have researched on the various pain points or the various questions that people search on internet, and you do a video providing answers to those kind of stuff. For instance, I have done quite a number of videos in my channel reviewing Nissan March as a vehicle, and I can tell you those are some of the good best performing videos on my channel. Even if I did them 2 years ago, up to date they are still receiving good viewership compared to the most recent videos that I uploaded. So if you have time, you have a niche that you understand very well, or you can expand your research to other areas and collect answers to questions that people ask frequently, and you produce a comprehensive content itemizing all the answers to the various questions, then you have content that people will probably consume for life. 10 years from now it will still be relevant. But again, you cannot compare that that help type of content with the hero, because the help content will require you to prepare, do a lot of research, do a lot of note taking, and then good editing. But for hero kind of content, anything you want to shoot, you shoot, you upload. You can even upload 5 times a day. So the third type of content that you need to consider is what we call the hub, the hub type of content. That is more of the trading news. You must be a person who follows the trend. Anything that is happening globally or within your country, in terms of politics, in terms of sports, in terms of celebrities, you can keep yourself updated, and anytime there is an emerging topic, you create content around it. So the more solid you sound around that topic, the more appealing your content will be to your viewers. So some people think that trending topics are just known by everyone, but for you to be abreast with everything that is happening in certain areas that you are following in your life, then you have to invest your time watching celebrity talks, watching celebrity TV shows, following the TikTok channel or the YouTube channel or all the social media channels of the various celebrities, of the various politicians, of the various sports guys. Everything that you want to know about what is trending, you really have to invest a lot of time following those guys. In my view, it's also another form of research. So the hub kind of content is also time consuming. If you want to do those kind of reviews of celebrities, then most probably your video will do well, but again, you really need to invest yourself. It's like now continuously learning what is happening in your country or in a certain field. It's just like going back to school and doing a course for like an year or two, and by so doing, over time you will get history of what has been happening to certain politicians, to certain guys. You can even go back 2 years before you start analyzing what is happening right now in their lives. For me, I'm not a heavy consumer of social media content, so most of the time I hear people talking about certain things that I am actually not even aware. So for me, I am not maybe well qualified to do the hub type of content. That is the category number 3. But if you are a very good consumer of social media content, then you could go for the hub kind of content. Do reviews consistently of whatever is trending, and by chance you could find your first video hitting 1 million views, because you are creating what people are watching at that time. But remember, trending topics are not evergreen, so they'll just be consumed for that time, and then their relevance disappears. And guys, I wish you all the best as you start investing yourself in starting a YouTube channel. For me, I have found something that I do without distraction to whatever else that I was doing before. Maybe I have replaced sleep time with YouTube. I have replaced football watching with YouTube. I have replaced visiting friends, too many friends, with YouTube. I also used to play pool table so much. So the time I used to spend playing pool table, I also use it for YouTube. So guys, look at yourself and ask yourself, where are you using your time outside the work that you value so much? So what you can do is that if there is time that you can replace for something else, replace it, and then get into YouTube. And then let us meet in December 2025, and then we see how things will go. And for your information, guys, YouTube can pay you a minimum of $70 per month. For most of people in Nairobi, $70 can be the amount you need to pay your rent, because that will be like almost 10K. $70 is enough for you to pay your house help. $70 is enough to pay for your electricity bill and water bill combined. So you cannot say that $70 is nothing. And of course, if you have more potential for more viewers, then there is no limit. A lot of people make even 200K, 500K in a month. I will not tell you how much I make, but it is definitely not $70 in a month. It is something more. And who hates more? So guys, I encourage you to start this and keep going. Quantity over quality. Goodbye.